Okay, so now we're going to look at a smorgasbord of species that you could collect for elemental analysis depending on what part of the country you're in. So here we have the wolf lichen, Lotharia columbiana. It's the one with the fruiting bodies. That's what these dark brown discs are. This is a great one for elemental analysis, and this is about the size of the sample that you would have after cleaning, about 10 grams dry weight. Here's another lichen that grows like the Lotharia in drier parts of the Northwest. It's a horsehair lichen. This is Bryoria fremontii, and this one grows at the crest of the Cascades in the Pacific Northwest and East throughout the Northwest. This is again about a 10-gram sample. And here we have Alectoria sarmentosa, the old man's beard. And this lichen prefers wetter climates, so you would find this in the coast ranges up through southeast Alaska, down into northern California in the wetter parts of the Northwest, and also in the Rockies and higher elevations. And here we have Platysmacia glauca, which is one of the most common lichens in the western U.S. and one of my favorite for elemental analysis. We try to collect this one at every site where it occurs. And this sample is probably only about 6 or 7 grams. This one is another tube lichen, Imschaug's tube lichen, or Hypogymnia Imschaugii. They're hollow inside. This one is white inside. And this is a 10-gram sample. This one is also very common across the Northwest and prefers somewhat drier sites. We have here Hypogymnia, another Hypogymnia. This is inactiva, and it's another tube lichen. Instead of being white inside, it's more dark and light. It has a dark floor inside, and this is about 12 grams of sample. This one is again a wetter climate lichen, so this one is in the western parts of Oregon and Washington generally. And here we have a very small sample. This would not really be adequate, but just to show you what it looks like. This is Evernia prunastri. It's a lichen of the drier parts of our region, but not extreme climates. So we collect this one in the Willamette Valley and Puget Sound, the Columbia River Gorge. And this is also a very good one for elemental analysis and widespread in the western U.S. And here we have a different wolf lichen. This one is the most common lichen of the drier parts of the Northwest, and the best one if you're in drier climates. So this one and the Platysmacia glauca, the tattered rag, are the two best species in the Northwest for elemental analysis. And here we have a little sample of Xanthoparmelia cumberlandia, the rock frog, which is your last resort lichen. If there are no trees and you really want to do some lichen monitoring, you can see there's a lot of crumbles involved in this one, and it can be a little bit challenging to clean. You may choose to wash this one, put it on a sieve, on a stainless steel sieve, and wash it that way. But generally, I don't recommend washing the lichens because it's very difficult to know how well you've actually cleaned them. And if there's mineral dust on the outside, that normally won't be completely dissolved at the laboratory anyway. So what you really want to know is what's already inside the lichen, which the digestion will typically tell you. So it's again a choice of what type of digestion to use. So this one needs a lot more preparation and should probably only be used for sulfur and nitrogen analysis. Okay.